Hi, this is David McCann for WebTNG. For the past few years, I've looked at the WordPress theme directory and identified the most popular themes. I reran the numbers today, and in this video, I'll take a look at the top 10 free themes and see how today's list compares to those from the past 2 years. There are a couple of stories emerging. A couple of notes before we start looking at the themes. There are 62 plugins in the WordPress plugin directory with more than 1 million active installs, but only 2 themes. And the reason for that is pretty clear, and that's because on WordPress sites you can have multiple plugins installed, but only one theme active. So the number of themes is always going to increase at a slower pace. The other note is that I used some advanced Google Foo searching to find the top themes in the theme directory, and then check the Internet Wayback Machine to find approximately when they appeared on WordPress.org. Okay, let's get started. If you like the video, please subscribe. It helps to spread the word about the channel. Coming in at number 1 is the Astra theme. Astra is created by Brainstorm Force. It was released approximately June 2017. Astra hit 1 million active installs more than 3 years ago, and it continues to hold the number 1 position. In addition to a pro version of Astra, there are also a number of free plugins specifically designed to work with it. Most notably of these is a Starter Templates plugin, also from Brainstorm Force, that also has more than 1 million active installs. It's pretty significant. Astra is page builder friendly and a frequent choice for Elementor and Beaver Builder users. Brainstorm Force also creates the ultimate add-ons for Beaver Builder and ultimate add-ons for Elementor, and these are well-respected plugins that no doubt contributed to its success. They also have a Gutenberg add-in called Spectra, and Astra works well with the block editor. It's interesting to note that Brainstorm Force, with the number 1 free WordPress theme, has now introduced a new block-based theme called Spectra 1. It's meant to be used in the full site editor, and with the pro version of their Gutenberg add-on, which hasn't been released yet. Coming in at number 2 is the Hello theme from the Elementor team itself. One of the most frequent questions that people used to ask the Elementor developers was, what's the best theme to use with Elementor? The team decided to build their own solution, and thus was born the Hello Elementor theme. It was released around May 2019 and quickly increased its ranking. In 2021, it had 700,000 active installs, and by 2022 had hit 1 million active installs. Today, it's the second most popular free theme. It's basically a blank canvas type of theme, solely for use with the Elementor page builder. Obviously, a favorite choice for many Elementor users. But note, while it works well with Elementor, the Hello theme does not have great support for Gutenberg. So if your site will have a blog, then you might want to pick a different theme that has better support for the block editor. Coming in at number 3 is Ocean WP. In 2021, it had over 700,000 active installs. In 2022, it had over 700,000 active installs. And today the same, more than 700,000 active installs. So it's been holding steady. Ocean WP made its name for having great support for Elementor and for WooCommerce. It was the first theme to give away a ton of features in the free version. It made its appearance in Theme Directory about 6 years ago. However, Ocean WP went through a change of ownership and a rough transition to freemius, but it's maintained its position as one of the top themes. Coming in at number 4 is GeneratePress. In 2021, GeneratePress had 300,000 active installs, 2022, 400,000, and now in 2023, it has 500,000. Of all of the themes in this top 10 list, this is the oldest one, being released in 2014. One thing I would say about GeneratePress is that it's an epic WordPress success story. It was one of the first general-purpose page builder-friendly themes, and it's been a favorite of Elementor and Beaver Builder users. It's always tended towards being a lean theme, and the developer preferred to provide things like CSS snippets rather than add new features that not everyone would use. The GeneratePress team is known for providing top-class customer support, so it's not surprising that its popularity has continued to climb. Although it's the oldest theme in the list, unlike some of the others, several years ago the developer totally rewrote the theme from scratch to modernize it and make it compatible with Gutenberg. Not only is GeneratePress compatible with Gutenberg, but the same team also released GenerateBlocks, a popular Gutenberg add-on known for being very lean and flexible. I fully expect GeneratePress to continue its upward trajectory. Number 5 is Neve by Theme Isle. It has more than 300,000 active installs, and it was released late in 2018. Theme Isle, the company behind Neve, is one of the early theme clubs which back in the day specialized in niche themes. Theme Isle is the only developer in this list that has 2 themes in the top 10. Neve is a flexible, general-purpose theme that was launched with good support for Elementor and WooCommerce. It was one of the first to support a drag-and-drop header builder in the customizer, and the company has kept it current by adding Gutenberg support. Neve is holding steady at 300,000 active installs. Number 6 is the Storefront theme by Automatic. It has more than 200,000 active installs. Another theme that's been around for a while, launched in 2014. I remember several years ago chatting with one of the developers of Storefront, and he mentioned back then that they were thinking to retire the theme. Well, Storefront isn't going away. It's still holding its own. It's a WooCommerce theme that I think has maintained its popularity because it's very easy to use and it has a lot of flexibility. There have been a number of child themes built on Storefront. Number 7 is the Cadence theme. It was released late in 2020, and by May 2021 it had 60,000 active installs. By 2022, 100,000 active installs, and today it has more than 200,000 active installs. Even before Gutenberg was officially released, the Cadence team released a block add-on. It gained popularity, and they then released a pro version. And after that, the flagship Cadence theme was released. Cadence was one of the very first themes to have very tight integration between the customizer theme settings and the Gutenberg editor. Also, the Cadence free theme has a ton of innovative features, and the pro version is very robust. Cadence is another WordPress success story, and it continues to climb in popularity. The Cadence themes and block combination provides a good balance between flexibility, power, and ease of use, and it's a favorite for many site builders and end users. Number 8 is the Hestia theme. This is the second theme from the Theme Isle team that's in the top 10. It's held steady at 100,000 active installs. Before the Neve theme, Hestia was the flagship for Theme Isle. It was popular because it had good support for Elementor, and in the customizer you could define and populate sections of the homepage. This was before Gutenberg, and customers back then found it difficult to create custom home pages, something that Hestia addressed. By providing Elementor support, Hestia represented a transition from strictly niche themes by Theme Isle to general-purpose theme like Neve. Although Hestia has maintained its place at 100,000 active installs, it now feels outdated. Number 9 is Sydney from A Themes. Sydney's been around a long time. It's another theme that tried to provide flexible layouts using the customizer, and it also has extra support for Elementor, including some widgets in the Pro version. Like Hestia, Sydney has held its place at 100,000 active installs, supports Elementor, and also feels a bit dated. Number 10 is a new theme in the top tier themes, Bloxy by Creative Themes. It was released around May 2019, and back in 2021 it had only 20,000 active installs. 2022 that had climbed to 70, and today more than 100,000 active installs. It's another relatively new general-purpose theme that's gaining momentum. Bloxy, as the name implies, has strong support for Gutenberg. The developers have said they want to launch their own Gutenberg add-on, but so far they haven't done so. And this may have worked to their advantage because Stackable, GreenShift, and other Gutenberg add-ons and page builders are frequently paired with Bloxy. Bloxy got off to a slow start, but in the past couple of years it's been gaining in popularity. It also has a ton of good features in the free version and a very robust pro version. Okay, so those are the top 10 free themes in the WordPress theme directory. A couple of things I've noticed from following the rankings over the past few years. The first is that general purpose themes rule. Storefront is the only quote-unquote niche theme, and WooCommerce is a pretty big niche. All the others, I think you could call general purpose themes. Now, in 2021 and 2022, when I looked, something very obvious was the big Elementor influence. OceanWP, Neve, Hestia, and Sydney have extra Elementor features, and pro versions of some of these come with Elementor widget add-ons. Even now, all of the themes, except for Storefront, have Elementor support. Most people don't realize that Astra, Bloxy, Cadence, and Neve all copy their customizer color settings into the Elementor global color list. So I think it's safe to say that they have pretty deep support for Elementor. But a pretty interesting trend that's emerging this year is that Gutenberg support is a factor. Remember, GeneratePress was rewritten to be able to support the block editor, and we see its steady growth. And now Cadence and Bloxy are also in the top tier. So that's my look at the top 10 free themes in the WordPress theme directory. There's a text version of the video available on the WebTNG website. Hope you found the video interesting. Thank you for watching.